Hello, welcome back to another episode of Wild Sports. I'm your host, Sean, with my boy, Fu. What's going on, Fu?
What's happening?
Got another review preview for you. This time we're going to go to the pros. We're going to go to our team. We're going to the Atlanta Falcons. We're going to do the Falcons this week, and I think maybe in the following weeks what we'll do is we'll post a story on Instagram or somewhere and ask for our followers to choose a team. The most votes, we'll do a review and preview for that team. So, but for this week, we're just going to focus on the Falcons. Just to review the previous week's game, and I know most Falcons fans just kind of want to forget about it. I know most are like that. I don't mind talking about it, obviously. Went into Detroit, first road game of the season. Desmond Ridder he's not a rookie. I understand that. But he hasn't had a full season of games under his belt yet. So games-wise, he's still a rookie. I think that the coaching staff, especially the defensive side of the coaching staff for Detroit, saw the slow start that their pass rush has had through the season so far, said, hey, you've got a rookie QB, you've got an offensive line known for run blocking, not necessarily pass blocking. Let's show them who we are. Because I haven't seen a D-line play that passionately in quite a while. The crowd was great. I think Barry Sanders was there doing something pregame.
Got you.
Is that what it was? Yep, I had no idea. I wasn't watching. Just a couple takes from the game. I feel like the game was still in hand for most. I mean, we only lost by 14 points. So even up until and Detroit scored in the fourth quarter, about midway through the fourth quarter. So I mean, it was well in hand for most of the game, and I just feel like even though the run wasn't necessarily there, we still went away from it way too early. Yeah. If Desmond Ridder has 38 passes in a game, he either had the game of his life or we lost. Plain and simple. I think we could have definitely designed some better run plays up between, even if we had both of them in the backfield in a split back and shotgun and tried some finagling that way. I think there could have been a little more creativity done this game, considering it was a one-score game for most of the game. Defense, I'm so proud of this defense.
Yeah.
Like, so proud. Not to say the Detroit Lions are this high-scoring Kansas City Chiefs, Philadelphia Eagles style of offense, but I mean, they were a top 10 offense last year. And I think with the addition of Gibbs, I think they're even better this year. Amon-Ra St. Brown did get his catches, got 9 catches, over 100 yards, but we did hold them in check. And I couldn't be more proud of this defense. I think this defense is going to keep us in so many games. So I guess my note, do not get away from the run so early. Trust the run. I think I'm very high on the Falcons. Very high. What you got?
I mean, I'm definitely not disappointed in them. I mean, I understand that, this is a young team, a rebuilding team, but I agree with you. The run game, I don't want to see them abandon the run game. I think that's our strength in the offensive side, especially, Bijan shows a lot of flair, a lot of speed, exciting player to watch. But, Algier shows a lot of strength too, running, north and south. And I know it can be tough. You kind of get under the gun, kind of not, we didn't run the ball great when we did. But like you said, we kind of abandoned it, kind of got behind a little bit. We were slinging it a little more, but it's the strength of the offense. You got a solid offensive line, and I think you've got to use that to open up the pass.
Just to make your point, you have 17 carries for 45 yards between the two running backs. So you're right. We definitely were not running the ball very well. That's less than 3 yards a carry. You can keep going.
Yeah, I mean, it was a struggle, but you got to keep grinding on it. We've shown we can do it so far this season. Um, and it's not like the passing game was just ripping them up. It wasn't terrible, but it's not like we were big plays downfield. With Desmond Ritter only 201 yards on 21 completions. I think I'm with you. The defense, I love it. I think old Bates is being everything we thought he was going to be. He's transitioned great in that. I
Yes,
love.
and then some.
Yeah, I mean, what does he got? 3 picks this year so far already, I
Yes.
think. So the defense is very promising. It's just something you got to build on. I think obviously there's weakness on the edges of the offense. We just don't have that big play. I mean, Drake London, he's good, no doubt. They're young. Kyle Pitts, I still want to see him get involved more.
I mean, I
It,
think Drake London's just a slightly less Mike Evans.
yeah,
And I know that's high praise, but the dude's just whenever there's a jump ball and it's between him and the other guy, he comes down with that.
yeah,
There was a lot of balls that were just right out of his reach in this game. But I mean, Pitts was thrown to 9 times. Drake was thrown to 6 times, and I know it's so tough. We're trying to get them the ball,
yeah,
and I think we just got to continue doing that. Get them the ball at whatever you can do to get them the ball. Get them the ball. Same with Bijan. Use Algier as the bully back. I just set Ritter up for success. He
yeah,
was sacked 7 times.
yeah,
So set the guy up for success for sure.
yeah. I mean, and look, this is not the Detroit Lions of old. This is a good football team. So, um, a frustrating game just because of the lack of production on the offensive side. But, you know, I like what I'm seeing as well. I think this is a team that can continue to get better, kind of find their niche and win some football games if they continue to build on it. Moving into this week, Jacksonville Jaguars.
Before we even start, is this game going to be televised? I know it says
ESPN
ESPN
Plus.
Plus. That ain't on
Um,
TV.
I guess if you pay $7,000 for Sunday ticket or whatever they're charging for that mess this year.
Yeah, I sure don't.
No, I've got ESPN Plus though, so if you act right, I might give you my login.
Well, party's at your house, I guess. Nine
um,
thirty in the morning.
8:30 my time. Alabama game will just be getting over, probably. But no, I mean, exciting. Cool. What? How does that factor in? I guess have they? I'd imagine they're already there. I guess you travel early for that game. I don't know.
Yeah, they have to be there already.
Yeah, I mean, jet lag's probably a real thing going all the way over there. But Wembley Stadium, pretty historic. That's a neat spot. I like that they do this, and it's cool that we're going to be in one this year. So what are your thoughts? What are you thinking? Jacksonville's struggling a
So
little bit to start the season.
they are very very much struggling. One note on the Falcons is Troy Anderson got put on an IR. He was playing pretty well this year, man. I was actually now that he wasn't like the lead guy and he had someone ahead of him and he was just kind of like the support role. He really was thriving in that role, and I was excited to see him playing well. But he's on the IR. I think he's done for the year, honestly.
Yeah,
But I mean, Jacksonville not coming in doing too well. I definitely didn't have them losing to Houston in our record
neither did
predictions. So
Either.
I'm one behind the bell on that one. Um, but all right,
There it is again.
all right, babe.
Appreciate it, Bailey.
So I mean, it looks like they struggle against the pass game. which doesn't do much for the Falcons. And they do well
Hopefully.
against the running game, which doesn't do well for the Falcons. Um, they, with the running back they got Travis Etienne, and I don't think they use him very well personally.
Yeah.
I just don't see how you have a running back like that and you don't average 100 yards a game, especially in an offense that has so many playmakers in it. Calvin Ridley, Zay Jones, uh, Evan Ingram. You've got a great QB. I'm not really sure how the line is. I think the line's pretty good, but I think kind of not to sound like a broken record for the Falcons, but stick to your run game, even if the yards per carry are not there. Stay ahead of the sticks. Work on that, play action off the run, and let the defense just do its thing. Houston's not got a great defense. They held this team to 17 points.
Yeah. It's crazy. I'm looking. It's like they lose to Houston by 20, but then they lost the week before to Kansas City by 8.
Yeah,
So
that
it's
was a
just,
bloodbath.
super inconsistent. 1-2 on the year for them. They beat Indianapolis. Um, like you said, let's establish that run. Um, where we can, stingy defense, obviously on the run, but see if Desmond Ritter can open it up a little bit, but establish the run, get it comfortable. Um, Allow him, give him time. Let's protect him, and let that defense just continue to build on the strength that they've already, got rolling. Jacksonville, I was real high on them at the beginning of the year. Again, I'm
I
probably
was.
underdone a little bit with
I
them
think
being
I'm
one
0
and two.
3.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I think I'm losing to Kansas City.
Yeah, I probably had them losing to KC, but um, I don't know. I could look and tell you probably for me, but I can't. I did my whole.
So I see the line here is Jacksonville -3.
Who am I looking at? Jacksonville.
And God, call me a homer, but I'm taking the underdogs here. And
Oof.
honestly, I'm gonna take them to win outright, man. I like this. I like this matchup with how bad Jacksonville is playing. I just hope that it doesn't happen again, where a team's coming in struggling, and they get the coaches in their ear. Hey, it's time to remind people who we are, and they come and just clean house, 7 sacks, and holding us to 13 or less, and only put up about 25. I'm gonna take the birds here.
What's your prediction? Let's run a prediction on it.
Sure. I'm gonna go with 24-16.
16. I want to be a homer here.
Hey, do you?
I do, but I'm struggling. I'm
I
struggling.
understand. After last week, I completely get it.
I think after what I saw last week, the NFL's so hard to predict.
It's
But the
nuts.
fact that Jacksonville plays so well against the run, it's not playing into our strengths. So I'm not going to be a homer on this one. As bad as I want to be one, but I'm going to say Jacksonville 23, Atlanta 17.
Since right around par for our defense. We've given up 24, 25, and 20. So you're
Yeah,
right there.
it makes me nervous with with them playing into, I would like it to be the other way around, that they struggle against the run. But you never know out there across the pond, as we like to say. Anything can go down. I hope the Falcons can pull it out. Um, but I think we're going to struggle with it. So that's my prediction. I hope I'm wrong. I hope you can beat me up over it next week and give me a bunch of crap for going
That
against
would
the
be
Falcons.
nice. That would be
So,
nice.
so I think it's a win-win. for me. If I'm wrong, I love it. If I'm right, you can't give me crap. So
Yeah, I don't like that.
yeah, that puts you in a bad spot. All right. Well, that's it on the Falcons. Um, y'all let us know what you think. What are y'all thinking about the Falcons? How are y'all feeling, Dirty Birds out there? How you feeling about this week? How you feeling about how the team is playing this year so far? Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think. Appreciate y'all coming out. Catch you on the next one. You gonna hit what is the old Dirty Bird thing that Jamal Anderson used to do? That's weak, dude. Next time.